Many Excel users absolutely detest merged cells. They say that they should be one of the Excel 7 deadly sins, and that instead we should be using center across selection. Now, while those users might not use merged cells, it doesn't stop them receiving a workbook where somebody else has used merged cells. So, is there an easy way to convert those merged cells into center across selection? That's what we're looking at in this video. So if you're ready, let's get started. Here is the example file that we are working with. And if you want to work along with this video, then just follow the links in the video description box below. Our example file has a lot of merged cells. Our headings of budget and actual are merged, as are our years, and also our region sections. Now, there are lots of reasons why people don't like merged cells. We're not going to go through those. But what they suggest is, instead of using a merged cell, I'm going to unmerge this cell. What they suggest is that we should use center across selection. If we go to the Format Cells and the Alignment tab, in there we have center across selection. I'll select that and click OK. We now get exactly the same result, but this doesn't have the same problem as merged cells. So, is there a way to easily convert our merged cells into center across selection? Unfortunately, it's not quite that straightforward, because if I select my second worksheet, on here we still have merged cells, but they're merged across multiple rows. Center across selection only works across multiple columns. Therefore, we would need a different approach to handle that scenario. And we're not looking at that in this video. We're just looking at how we handle a single row that's merged. How do we convert that into center across selection? Now, there is an easy way to find all of the merged cells within our worksheet. Here, I'll press Ctrl F to bring up the Find and Replace dialog box. Then I'll click on the drop down next to the word Format. I've currently got a format that I've already found, so I'm going to select Clear Find Format. You might not have this selected, so if it's not available, don't worry. I'm now going to click that button, and I want to find everything that contains merged cells. I'll then click OK and Find All. Our Find and Replace now lists all of those merged cells. We have the range starting at D4, then L4. And as we click through each of these, it displays each of those merged cells. So that's how we're going to test whether our process has worked for converting our merged cells into center across selection. Now let's go and take a look at our first method. The first method we're looking at is because somebody suggested that this would be a great use case for Copilot. So let's go take a look. I'll go to my Copilot button, my Copilot pane appears, and I've already got my prompt, so I'm going to paste that into there. The prompt is, in all the worksheets in the workbook, convert any single row merged cells into center across selection cells. Make sure the content in the cells does not change. Now, I think that this might take quite a while to run. So I've got my timer ready. I'm going to click Go, and let's start the timer and see how long Copilot takes. Okay, that's now complete. Copilot ran in 3 minutes and 12 seconds. So let's go and see if it achieved this task. It highlights each of the sections where it can see the merged cells, and we have that on both of our worksheets. It didn't change the merged cells for our region. So let's try pressing Ctrl and F. We want to find our merged cells. I'll click OK and Find All, and it couldn't find any merged cells, which is correct. Let's go to our second sheet, Ctrl F. We've got the same format in our preview there. I'll click Find All, and it has only found those 2 cells. So Copilot has done this job correctly. It took 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Let's go and see if there is a faster method. For our second method, we're going to look at a VBA macro. I've opened up a new instance of our workbook, so you can see that it still has the merged cells. I've already written the code for this macro. I'll press Alt and F11 to display the code. Now let's just work through this code. It starts by creating the variables that we need. Then it stores all of the names of the currently selected worksheets. After that, it turns off screen updating, so it will run quicker, and it also turns off errors. That means if there's any errors in our code, it will continue running. Then we loop through each of the selected sheets. We check if it is a worksheet and not a chart sheet. We then have to loop through each of the cells in the used range, and if it is a merged cell, it then unmerges that range and converts it to center across selection. Finally, we reselect all of the sheets that we had originally selected. We turn back on error checking, and finally we turn screen updating back on. So this macro works with selected sheets. Whatever sheets we select, they are the ones that it will apply this technique to. I'll press Alt and F11 to get back to Excel. I'll then select both worksheets, and then I'll go View, Macros, and we want Convert Merge Cells to Center Across Selection. I'll click Run, and that's it, it's done. Let's see if this has worked. I'll go to my first sheet, Control F. I want to format and find only the merged cells. I'll click OK and find all, and it couldn't find any merged cells. Let's go to our second sheet, Control F. We've got the same format applied, find all, and this time it's only found those two merged cells. So VBA, this code that we have here, is exceptionally fast at working through all of the worksheets that we have selected. You might be there thinking, but my company doesn't let me use VBA. Or maybe I wish this also worked in Excel Online. Well, the good news is that we have an Office script that works everywhere and doesn't require any VBA. Here is our workbook, and once again, it contains those merged cells. I've already written my Office script, so I'll go to Automate, and here we have Convert Merged Cells to Center Across. I will select that. Now let's expand our code window, and I'll click Edit to view the code. Now, one of the key things about Office scripts is that they don't have a concept of multiple selected sheets. So for our script, we're going to make this work by either working on the entire workbook or working on the selected worksheet. For our code, we start by declaring an option. When this runs, it will give us a window where we can select either workbook or worksheet. We then create an array that holds the worksheets that we want to apply our unmerging to. Then we create an array of all of those worksheets depending on whether we clicked workbook or worksheet. After that, we loop through all of the worksheets in that array. Next, we find out if our worksheet actually contains any merged cells. If it doesn't, then we simply skip over that worksheet. We then create a variable to hold all of those merged cells, and after that we loop through those cells one by one. We find out each area that we have of merged cells, and we want to check whether they are a single row but multiple columns. If that's the case, we then unmerge and apply center across selection. So that's our Office script. Let's now run this to see how it works. I'll click Run. We get this window. We have either Workbook to apply to all the worksheets or simply Worksheet to apply to the selected sheet. I'm going to select Workbook and then click Run. And that's it, our script has run. Not quite as quickly as VBA, but definitely in under a second. Let's see if this worked. I'll come to my worksheet. I'll press Control F. We want to find our merged cells. Find all, there's none in the first worksheet. Let's take a look at our second worksheet. Control F, we want to find all the merged cells, and as you can see, once again, we only have those two cells. So Office Scripts is also a good option. And there you go. That's 3 ways that we can automatically convert merged cells into center across selection. The first method we looked at was Copilot, and it was quite slow. But if it's the only time that we undertake this action, then it's probably a reasonable option. But because it's Copilot and it's non-deterministic, it means we do need to check to see if it has performed that task correctly. But if you perform this on a more regular basis, then I recommend using VBA or Office Scripts, which achieves it in a fraction of the time. If you like this video, then all I ask in return is that you subscribe and get notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.